Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning into the Burn Online Lifestyle Magazine's very own Live Sample Sunday. To refresh you, this segment is dedicated to giving you the history behind your favorite music. My name is Tamara Simone, and I will be your segment host. For last month's Live Sample Sunday, we tied a 70s revolutionary into a Mr. West classic, better known as Hey Mama.
Hey Mama, I wanna scream so loud for you, 'cause I'm so proud.
For today's, yes, we will revisit the 70s, but a different side of the decade. For today's Live Sample Sunday, let's talk about an era moved by nothing less than love. For today's Sample Sunday, let's talk about a 70s Isley Brothers and a 1990s Ice Cube, better known as O'Shea Jackson. The 1970s was a decade following that of a very triumphant and revolutionary one. As we all know, the 1960s was a time of total revolution within the United States of America, citizens coming together nationally to fight all sorts of injustices. The 1970s was also a contributor to the music and entertainment industries as we know them today. And although the Isley Brothers were not curated in the 1970s, they are vital to what music and entertainment was during their era. Upon their 1954 inception, the Isley Brothers were known to be a total of 6 Isley Brothers and 2 extras who we know as Jimi Hendrix and Chris Jasper. In 1961, with Motown record label, the group would release one of their hit classics titled Twist and Shout. Sound familiar, right?
You know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout, come on now.
And in 1977, with Sony Music Entertainment Group, the Isley Brothers would release what would come to be the face of their career, an album titled Go For Your Guns, featuring 2 of their greatest hits, Voyage to Atlantis, and today's topic of discussion, Footsteps in the Dark, parts 1 and 2.
Can a love that lasted for so long still endure? Do I really care? Hey, let's talk about
The music of the 70s was the music of both 70s and 80s babies, which is exactly how we got the making of Footsteps in the Dark by Ice Cube in the year of 1992.
Another 24, I gotta go, 'cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror.
Now, the music of the 90s was facing an odd transition within itself, for you have the genres of rap and hip-hop evolving with the negative evolution of governance within the United States of America.
Don't go near this area, South Central Los Angeles at Florence and Normandy, because there is still no police presence.
Today Was a Good Day is really just a song about a day in the life of a black man in the hood of Los Angeles, South Central to be exact. Ice Cube goes throughout his day anticipating the worst to happen, from usually seeing somebody die in his neighborhood to then being racially profiled, leading him to being pulled over. None of that happens in this day in specific. Ice Cube uses a sample that brings a sense of nostalgia. Like I said, this sample comes from 1977. And as we talked about prior, we know now that the 70s was a decade dedicated to love, to rebuilding the community. And that is exactly the vibe on this song that Ice Cube puts out in the year of 1992, almost a whole 20 years later. You can still feel that sense of reminiscing, that sense of nostalgia, that sense of community and love when you put this song on. Even if this is not a song that you put on when you're about to hit the road to make a 2-hour drive to Los Angeles or a 2-hour drive out of LA. You may not put this song on your regular listening basis, but if it comes on while you're in the car with somebody else, if you hear it while you're pushing your basket through the grocery store, you're gonna feel good. You're going to be happy. And you know what else? You're going to think that today is a good day.